Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you a personalized email responder that can respond to your email on autopilot. You need this if you are a business with an email. Okay, let me show you real quick who needs this. I'm just gonna get it this smaller. Awesome, I think it's okay. So who can use this? Any online business that's receiving leads on email, any online business that needs to manage or even has a CRM, and basically, even if you don't have a business, if you're just receiving emails a lot and you need to have them personalized when you're responding, you can use this. So why does a business need this? There's this Harvard study when I was doing research that 78% of customers are more likely to buy from a company that responds to their inquiries quickly. And this automation basically takes 90 seconds to reply. It can even take less, it can take more. I show you how to tweak that. And also you can get your lead to stay warm and maintain trust, which is really important. So let's get started. So you can see these round, colorful buttons. You might be wondering what they are. I'm briefly going to explain to you what they are, and then we're going to create one together. So this is where you receive our email. Then this ChatGPT module creates a personalized message for the email we've received. This only extracts the email. Then this tool waits for 90 seconds. The reason it waits for the 90 seconds is because we don't want it to be immediate. We want it to feel more authentic, like someone really typed that reply, and then we'll send the email back to them. So let's create one. I'm gonna head to scenarios. I'm gonna go to create a new scenario. I'm going to go to build from scratch. I haven't properly introduced this software I'm using. This is make.com. What make.com does is it's a tool that helps make automation easier by combining different applications. And you can see this big blue button. So this, I'm just going to get this here. So you're gonna start our workflow with Gmail. When we're going to watch for emails. What you'll do when you do this is you're going to connect your account. I've already connected mine. It's quite a process to connect your account, especially if you're using a personal account. So I will link a set of instructions to do so. I have it here. If you want me to make a video of how to connect an account, you can just drop a comment in the comment section and I'll show you how to do it. So I'm gonna add my account. Continue. Just accept everything and continue. So what you're doing here is you're actually giving Make permissions to interact with your Google account. So I have been restricted again, so I'm just going to show you how you deal with it. These are the 5 steps to configure Google Console project. Create a Google Console project. I've already done that, so just gonna click onto that link. Log into the Google Cloud Console. So I've already, once you log in, you're gonna create a new project. I've already created mine and I've given it the name Project Make Gmail Integration. Once you've done that, in the top menu, click Create a Project. The new project, I've done that. Create a project name, I've done that. Click Create, done that. In the top menu, check if a new project is selected, then select a project drop down. If not, select I've already done that. Enable APIs. Open the left navigation menu and go to API settings and library. So on the left, API settings, library. Once you're here, we're going to search Gmail API. Here it is, and we're gonna enable it. So I already have mine enabled. I'm going to go to the next step. The next step is, I've already done this. I go to the API settings or Go to the API and services OAuth consent screen. This OAuth is so hard to pronounce. English can come hard sometimes. So under the user type, select external. So I'm going to go to API settings. Then that under user type, select external. So it's already on external. You're just going to select external on your side. Click create. And remember, as I'm going through this will be by default not there, so you're just gonna add it. In the authorized domain section, add make.com and integromatch.com. So I'm just going to add this. So in the app information section, we're gonna enter make and our Gmail address. So make is right there. Here's our Gmail address. App logo, this is not necessary. Authorized domains, ignomat and make.com. So this is necessary, as you can see. In the authorized domain section, add make and ignomat.com, which is okay. In the developer contact information, you're going to add the email you're using. Click save and continue. Save and continue. So we are in scopes. Let's see what we need to do. In the scopes page, click add and remove scopes. Add any desired scopes and click update. So these are the scopes we are going to use. And I think I've already added mine. Yeah, I have. So you're just going to add the Gmail API scopes. If you want to know which specific scopes you're going to add, it's basically this over here. I'm just going to copy this link and paste it right here. Let's continue. Click save and continue. Save and continue. Just users. So this is optional, but I highly recommend that you add this step. So basically, you're just going to add your email over here, but I've already done it. Let me just add it again. Add. Then I think you can save and continue. Let's just confirm. Yeah, it's done. So save and continue. Awesome. So use external make. Yeah, I think it's all good. So the next step is client credentials. The left sidebar, click credentials. So we're gonna go to the left sidebar, credentials. And please don't get tired while doing this step. It's somewhat hectic. So click plus credentials, this OAuth settings ID. Let me get this back to 100. So I'm going to go to create credentials or authenticator ID. Here we are going to select, in the application type dropdown, we're going to select web application. So we're just going to go to web application, name web client 2. I'm just going to leave it like that. You can give it whatever name you want. I'm just going to remember this. Update the name of your whatever. This name is really hard for me. English is so hard. In the authorized redirect URLs section, click plus add URL, and you're going to add the URLs you're going to use. So for this specific automation, you're going to use Gmail or Google Drive. We are not going to use any other. So we are going to ignore all this and only copy this. I have already copied mine. Let's see. Add URL. Oh no, I haven't. So you're going to add that. Let's see which one else you can add. Google Cloud text to speech, you're not going to add that. You're going to YouTube, no. Other Google apps, we might need this. There's also no harm in adding something you're not going to use. I'm just going to add it. Invalid origin. URL must not contain a path or end with this. That's weird. Let's check these instructions again. In the authorized redirect URL section, click add URL and enter the redirected URL. Let me just do it again. So the reason I'm getting this error is because I'm adding to the authorized JavaScript origins, which should not be the case. So I'm just gonna delete this. I'm supposed to add it here. There. So this one is for Google, and I'm going to add the one for Gmail in a few. This one is actually the most important. Google restricted for Gmail and Google Drive. So I'm going to add this. Sorry about that. Awesome, and I'm going to create. So once that is done, I'm going to blur this off. So this is really important. This is what you're going to use to connect or to authorize Make. So you're just gonna go to back to Make, show advanced settings, client ID. You're going to copy this on your client ID. And remember, please do not get all this page without copying this, because it's only going to show you once. So back to this, then client secret, you're gonna have it here, and we are going to sign in. So a lot of times this backfires again, so just going to hope for the best. Oh, it already has access, so you're just gonna continue. Awesome, we are in. So under the folder, inbox, because it's the mail you're going to receive. File type, simple filter. Criteria, I'm gonna go to all emails. Mark email message as read and fetched. I'm going to go to yes. The maximum number of results. Yeah, that's cool. Just okay. So from now on, so choose where to start. From now on, emails from a specific date. All emails, select the email first. I'm going to go with select the email first just for this example, and I've created a form just to submit an email. So I'm going to go with name. Let's go with match phone number. I'm just gonna get some numbers. Email, I'm going to use my other email so that you can actually see it in action. So notes will be I wanna work with you, and I'm gonna submit this. Thank you for your submission. So if I go to my Gmail, here it is. So this is the Gmail I've received, and I'm going to run it from make.com to see if it really works. So I'm just gonna put this right here. Awesome, the operation worked. Let's see. Choose where to start. Select first email. Select the first email. Yeah, I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to select OK. So the next module you're going to add is ChatGPT. The reason we are doing this is we want to create a personalized message from the Gmail we just received. So I'm just going to go to OpenAI ChatGPT. And as you can see here, we have lots of options. We can make an assistant, and we can create a completion. For this specific tutorial, I'm going to create a completion. I can also go with this route, but it's mostly for complicated tasks. I think I'll make a tutorial on that later. I just go with this right now. Here you connect your ChatGPT account with Make. And for that, you need to load your ChatGPT account with some cash. I think it's $5. Here is my ChatGPT account. So what you do, let me just get this here, is you're going to go to billing, and you're going to load your account. Just go here to add credit balance. You can do with this. You can start with $5. I have $10 there, but 5 is pretty much enough because I've used this like 15 times so far, and I've only used like 6 cents. So it's pretty cheap, to be honest. Once you do that, you're going to go to API keys. this is how I think of APIs. You know the way you go to a restaurant and you order some food, but you can't really order it from the kitchen. You need to tell the waiter what you want first, then the waiter goes to the kitchen, then they make you the food, then the waiter gets the food from the kitchen to you. So that's basically how API works. API is more of a connector. Yeah, is API keys right here. And this is your secret key. You're going to copy this and you're going to paste it in your Make account and you have it connected. It's that simple. So select, yeah, that's okay. I'm going to select model. I'm going to go with GPT 3.5 Turbo. And one thing to note here is if you go for more complex models, it will be actually easier. You won't have to put in a lot of work while writing prompts. But I'm just gonna go with this because I don't want to spend much, right? Maximum tokens, I'm going to go with, let me go with something like 600. Then we're going to add a message. So the first role will be the system. So the message I'm going to give it is, what basically happens here is this is the instruction you're giving to the system. So basically it's what you're instructing it to do with the Gmail response it's got. So I'm gonna go with you are a smart email responder. And next is role. I'm gonna add another message and I'm going to give it I'm gonna go with so here I'm gonna go with system again and I'm going to give it something like you are monitoring an email inbox for all for my AI automation agency. You will read the incoming emails and come up with a personalized response. Yeah, according to the information provided. About a prospect. Use a friendly tone and acknowledge them. Acknowledge the comment of the client. I think that's cool. We're going to add another message and we're going to give it I'm going to go with user right here. So here I'm going to go with text content. Let's see. Text content. And I forgot something. Right here, when you get back to the email, you can see that it has a lot of other things that I don't want ChatGPT to really look into. I just want ChatGPT to concentrate on this. So I'm gonna get that on the system. So I'm gonna write something like please ignore everything else from fluid form. Fluid forms is the form I use to create, and I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to say it's something like when I'm going to tell you something like only check for the leads data including name, email, phone number, and notes. You will respond as Roy, who's me, customer representative, and every email will get regards Roy. I think that's cool. You can also give it something extra like make it as professional and friendly as possible. Yeah, I think that's cool. So I'm going to give it one last prompt. So this last prompt is going to be an example of the output I want it to give. So I'm going to be like, it's going to be like something like, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to go with Matt. So, hi, Matt. Thank you for contacting Roy Automate. And something else, I'm going to hard code some page breaks over here so that the email looks professional. If I had a stronger model like GPT-4 or GPT-01, and this is not really necessary, but since I'm using the 3.5 Turbo, I'm just going to do this manually. So we are right. I think this is okay. Yeah, I think that's cool. So what you're going to do is run it and see. Just run once. So I'm going to add another module, and what this module is going to do is capture the email of the prospect so that I can use it to send back this response that was generated. I hope that makes sense, right? So I'm just going to copy this, copy module, and paste. So that it can be faster. So it's the same GPT-5 Turbo system. You are as much email tracer. Your task is as important role of capturing only the image of the prospect. Do not include any other text. I'm going to remove these others. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. And what I'm going to get here is something I forgot to say. So these modules are labeled. So this is 1, this is 3. And what we need here is to reference module 3. Let me get this out. So what you need here is to reference module 3 in the results. It's going to make sense in a few. You are task with the important role of extracting the email of prospects. You will is save important mission. Reason why I've added all this extra stuff is because it can give you something like this is the email of the prospect, then gives you the email, and we don't want that because we only need to automate the email responding to that prospect. I don't know if that English makes sense. So let's go on. We are going to delete this. This is okay. Role user text content. So this is what I was saying. We're going to reference module 3, and this is module 1, so we're going to go to 3. I believe this is 3. And that results. Sorry about that. We're actually going to reference module 1 because module 1 is where the prospect's email is. So let's just delete this. Delete this. A lot of mistakes happen. It is very important to actually test this out. So I'm just going to run it. I'm just going to place this over here. And I'm going to run once just to see if it works. Awesome, it works perfectly. Only in my email and not any other stuff. So what you're going to do is we're going to add a tool. We're going to add a time waster to be exact so that it feels authentic, because if we directly reply to this email in 1 second, it feels like a robot, right? So I'm going to add tool. Yeah, sleep. And we're going to go with the number of seconds of which the scenario execution will be suspended. So let's go with let's say 100 seconds. 100 seconds is like 2 minutes is 120 seconds. So this is okay. I'm gonna go with 70. Let's go 70 seconds. Okay. Then next is another Gmail module. And what we're going to do here is we're going to send an email, right? So send an email. Awesome. 2. We're going to go with the result of the previous module, right? And the previous module is just gonna go back a bit. The previous module is 4, so we're going to go with, it's okay, 4 result. Awesome. Then subject. So this is how we compose the email. So you're going to do something like so subject will be something like thanks for contacting Roy out to me. Then the content will be what we previously generated, right? So it was in module, I think it was module 2. You can just check it out. It's this. Hey Ma, this is Roy. Thank you for contacting. Yeah, it's okay. You don't need to add any attachments. You can add a file if you want. We can also use ChatGPT to generate a good subject, but I think this is okay. And now we are going to test it, right? I hope it works. So I'm basically gonna fast forward this stuff because it's going to take, oh, I forgot something. Choose where to start. Select first email. I'm going to go with these fluid forms. Okay, then we can do it once more. Awesome. So you can actually see it's waiting 100 seconds, or was it 70 seconds? Then it's going to send the email. So I'm going to fast forward this part. Awesome, it's done. So I'm going to go to my other account. Gmail.com. So guys, I was wondering why I'm not getting the email, and the reason is I had used the wrong email. Literally, I don't know how I did that, but it's a quick fix. I'm just going to submit a new form. So I'm gonna copy this. Go to my new email. Name. I'm gonna go with another name, guys. Peter. Okay, need you. Submit. Thank you for your submission. We're going to go back to make. So you're going to go to run once. And I hope you can see me. It's really dark right now. And let's see if it's captured my real email. I'm just going to move this right here. Yeah. It should work if everything goes right. I'm just going to fast forward till these 100 seconds are over. So let's check it out. Gmail.com. Awesome. Oh, my bad. So it's not really spaced the way I wanted it to be. It's not really in a readable format. Let me get back to this. Yeah. I thought I'd solved this by creating breaks, but I guess I'll have to do the double spacing again by hard coding the breaks again. But you do get the point. I'm not going to repeat this again. I've done like 10 trials. And the good thing about this is you only have to set it up once for it to work. So I'll see you on the next one, guys.